welcome to the Treasure Trove of Curios. I'm Rebecca, and today I am again in work clothes. Decided it's just easier that way. Clean work clothes this time though. Anyway, so today I'm continuing sorting through the things from the house clean out, which was back at the end of May, which was ages ago. And today I'm looking at the baking, kitchenware sorts of stuff. So I'm going to start with my favourite items from this section, which are these vintage thermoses, or flasks, or whatever you like to call them. These are in their original box. I have two. There's another one there. With their original packaging and the original labels. How cool is that? So these have plastic lid, metal sides, cork stopper, and glass insides. Now I'm not sure just when these companies stopped manufacturing them with the glass inner part. I think it wasn't until about the 80s. But they are a very cool vintage item, new in box, totally unused. I'll grab out the other one to show you as well. This one has a green lid and a green tartan pattern. And there's absolutely no damage on any of these. The only bit that I would probably consider damage, I know I just lied a little bit, is there's a little bit of corrosion on the bottom of here, which I think would easily come off. So these ones are made by the British Vacuum Company. These are the freeze heat line. And they are fantastic, and I'm going to sell these online, and I really hope that these go to a collector who is genuinely really interested and will look after them and treasure them, because I think they're fantastic. My favourite's the green one. I like the green. Anyways, next I will show you this vintage sifter. I'm not sure exactly how old this is. I haven't been able to find the name anywhere. I think one of the really good advantages of these ones is that this is a one-handed operation, so you can, I'm right-handed, pour things into it and continue sifting at the same time. I think that's the benefit over the wheel ones, which I kind of like the wheel ones better. Ones with the handle. I think that's because of my nana though. She had one like that, and yeah, I'm a bit of a softie. Anyway, it's a Jubilee sifter, so I don't know if it's commemorating one of the Queen's Jubilee celebrations. Not sure. But it's got a reasonable bit of age on it. Alright. I've got a fantastic green glass lemon squeeze, I suppose. This one, I don't believe it's uranium glass, I think it is just green coloured glass. It's nice and heavy, as it should be. And then I've got these wooden spoons, handcrafted, I would say. They could very well be a student work. This doesn't look like it's very precise. That's what makes me think that. But nevertheless, they are pretty cool. The spoon is really quite well done. I like that. I think it's very nice. And the colour is fantastic, and they are unused. So they have got those things going for them. Next, I will show you these, which I think I may have shown these in a video before, but I think they're worthwhile showing again. These are some stoneware mugs. They've got these gorgeous little scenes on them. Look at that. How cute is that? They're all got the same image on them. And they are, Web. They are Web of Korea. Unfortunately though, as you can see, there is only 5. They don't have the 6th one, so it's an incomplete set, which is a bit sad, but they are still gorgeous. And I still really like them. And I'm looking forward to finding them a brand new home who's going to love and cherish them. Next, I'll show you, it's exciting, all the cool things. I have some Australian Willow stuff. So I have this flan cake pie quiche dish with the removable base, and these small pie dishes as well. There's 4 of those. Oh, there we go. And so I did a little bit of looking into the Willow brand because I thought, well, they've been around a long time. There must be something to tell about them. So the company began in 1887 and was based in Flemington in Melbourne. And at that time they made tin plate tea and biscuit canisters. Then in the late 1800s they moved into making jams and preserves and stuff, but they were sort of pushed out of that by the bigger companies who were operating at the time. Then of course the First World War hit and they were put into, they'd sort of moved back toward doing metal works, and so they were put into munitions and other essential services like that. So then in the 1920s, they were making tin plate tiles, billies, basins, baking pans, and a whole range of other stuff. So baking pans like these from as early as the 1920s. And then in the late 1950s, they sort of spread their directions even further with plastics. And so they now have all the eskies and the food storage containers and the drink storage containers and things, which they're very famous for. And they're based in Tullamarine in Melbourne, have been for a long time. And they've been through all sorts of different phases with this business along, like, I think it's 7 generations now or something like that. A lot of generations. They even had in the 1980s, they were, I think, the largest farming venture of deer. So, I mean, they've been into everything. So they must be doing something right to have stayed around this long. So I thought that was a really cool story about them. They've been involved in lots of stuff, and it sounds like they've really got their stuff squared away, which is cool. Speaking of metal stuffs, I have got these jelly molds. Not sure if there's a more fancy name for them other than jelly molds. There's 4 of them, and each of them is different. And they are Swan brand from England. And I have some typical metal bowls. These ones are Bumper Harvest made in China, whatever that means. There's 2 of them, but unfortunately this one has got, sorry about that, has got a bit of damage there. But they're still cool, they're still groovy. Back to the Willow stuff. I've got a whole heap of stuff that I found when I was cleaning out my nana's house. So there's a heap of Willow metal stuffs that I've got, and I'm thinking of putting them all together and selling them as a bit of a bulk lot, or maybe not all of them, but a fair bit of it together to, you know, justify the costs of the postage. Which the postage does tend to be a bit of a killer, which is unfortunate, but that's the way it is. Next I'm on to some Pyrex. This one is I suppose it's a quiche dish. It is a flan quiche dish. It is brand new, as you can see, and I think it has a bit of a pink tinge. I don't think it's just the pink of this, I think it actually has a bit of a pink tinge. This one definitely has a pink tinge. Also brand new. And another little dish. This one's the Australian branch. And I've got a lid. I picked this up because I thought, oh, I wonder whether somebody else will be looking for a lid to match their dish. But now I'm not so sure, so I'm thinking, like with the Willow stuff, I might just do a bit of a bulk lot and put all of these, well, a considerable amount of these things together to sort of justify it. Oh, and I have this Pyrex one as well, which also is brand new, but unfortunately does not have a lid. It's a casserole dish, I suppose. But some things don't need a lid. And Pyrex things, like Willowware, hold their value. Pyrex, I did some reading on, began in 1915 in America after a Corning glass scientist who, okay, I'll start again. So, sounded like Joe Pesci's character. Okay. So, the Corning glass scientists were working on fixing a bit of a problem. So the lantern glass for the railroads was breaking with the extreme temperature changes. It would be freezing cold outside, and then the light inside it would be causing too much heat and they would explode. So they needed to find out a way of fixing this, which they found a way of doing heat-tempered glass. And the wife of one of the scientists had broken a casserole dish, and she asked for her husband to bring home a bit of glass that she could use instead. And so he chopped off the bottom of I don't know whether it was a lamp or maybe just the bottom of a mould, and she used that as her casserole dish, and that's where it all began. How cool is that? I think that's groovy as. So then I've got some other kitchen-y type things. This says Swift Whip on it. And it also says a profit product Made in Australia. Patient ball drive. That's the balls in here. So that's nice. And it's blue. Well, parts of it are blue. We have done everything on this side now. Then I have got, excuse all the noise of the plastic, a whole range of cake decorating things. Stamps. And templates. Stencils, I suppose. What does this say? A star tool. Fair enough. Stabby, stabby. Oh, kajiggers. More cool stamps. Oh, I like that pattern. I don't know if you can see that alright. That's groovy. And there's all sorts of bits and pieces and stuff. So I will sell all of the cake decorating tools in one go. And then I have got a heap of cookie cutters. These ones are sort of Christmassy themed ones. These plastic ones. Christmas tree, star, angel. And then I've got some metal ones that are student made ones. That one's a diamond and a circle and a smaller circle. They're rustic. Cool. And then that's pretty well it for this video. I've got some old cutlery. By some old cutlery, I mean dropping things everywhere. Quite a bit of old cutlery. Which I'll probably sell in one go just as a bulk lot. Some nice sugar spoons and little forks. And massive serving spoons. Names such as Brightware. And I don't know what that says, it's a bit hard to read. Bengal, DNA. What does this one say? Most stainless cobra, perhaps? I think that's what I make that out to be. Oh, you're not going to be able to see that. Look at that. It's a bit hard. Oh, there we go. A bit hard to hold it and get to look at it at the same time. Anyway, I think that brings this video to an end. I was going to leave something really exciting for the end, but I showed it to you a bit early on. So there we are. There we have it. There's a whole heap of cool stuff that's all kitchen-y type stuff that I will be processing properly soon, very soon, and I will start listing those in the eBay store. I have, from the last video, I've started listing the vintage tea towels. I think there's about 10 of those up at the moment, and I think there's about 5 of the records that I've got up now, and I'm just slowly processing through all of them. Maybe tomorrow, if I get a chance, I will start on some videos as well. which the videos are currently being stored in the caravan, which belonged to my mum's parents, and like they went traveling in the caravan, and we basically use it as storage. And a lot of the stuff in the caravan was intended for a garage sale that never happened. So I'm starting to sort through that stuff as I'm sorting through the videos that are being stored in there. And I'll just grab some stuff each week and I will start sorting through them and I will bring them to you. I will put them in some videos and then up on the eBay store for you to purchase if you are interested, or just to have a look at if you're interested in having a look at them. Anyway, that's all for now. It's all from me. I hope you're doing well. Take care. Ta-ra.